We need to address these post-election interviews that Donald Trump is giving. They not only reveal the absence of actual policies, no surprise there, but they also highlight how the media continues to normalize an elderly man who lied his way into office. Just to give you an idea of how old and frail Donald Trump is, he had to reveal during his Time magazine interview that he bruised his hand from shaking people's hands. Shaking people's hands! Donald Trump is one slip away from becoming Mitch McConnell. I don't know what it is, but the Republican Party seems to be pretty weak when giving handshakes. I mean, look no further than transphobe and crisis actor Nancy Mace. I just want to point out this hostile and weird moment between Kristen Welker and Donald Trump during his Meet the Press interview.
You have such potential. If you could be just non-biased, you hurt yourself so badly. I'm telling you, even though you're very hostile, I'm able to go on a show like yours. No, you are.
Well, hopefully you thought it was a fair interview. We covered a lot of policy ground.
It's fair only in that you allowed me to say what I say. But, you know, the answers, the questions are, you know, pretty nasty. But look, because I've seen you interview other people like Biden. And
I've never interviewed President Biden, actually.
When I say you, I'm talking metaphorically. I've seen...
Okay.
Metaphorically? Okay, Grandpa. Time for bed. Now, Trump said a lot of crazy shit during his interviews, and I'm gonna show you a few moments of how MAGA is now finding out he lied to their faces. If anything, these interviews reveal that Donald Trump's brain is nothing more than a malfunctioning gumball machine spitting out half-chewed lies, stale catchphrases, and toxic brain farts. Here, watch this short compilation I put together. Trump's brain stalled out so many times, honestly, I lost count. So remember how Trump promised during the campaign that he would bring prices down?
If I win, we will rapidly defeat inflation. With your vote, we will destroy inflation. End inflation. We will end inflation. I will make America affordable again. Make America affordable again. Prices are going to come down very substantially. We're going to get the prices down. Slash your prices. Bring down prices. You got to bring those costs down. Get them down. It's too much. We'll rapidly drive prices down. We're going to get the prices down. It'll also bring your grocery bill way down. I have more complaints on groceries. Groceries. The word grocery. They call it groceries. You know, who uses the word? I started using the word. The groceries. It's sort of simple word. Very simple word, groceries. But it sort of means like everything you eat. Bacon, lettuce, tomato. The stomach is speaking. It always does. When you buy bacon. Groceries. When you buy apples. Groceries. When you buy eggs. Groceries. And I won an election based on that. Oh, everything is so much higher than it ever was, and we're going to bring that down. We're going to bring those prices way down. They're going to be affording their groceries very soon. We're going to bring the energy down and everything. Because when we bring the energy cost down, everything's coming down. It's going to be coming right from underneath your feet. We have more energy under our feet than any other country. We can do that. Other countries can't. Drill, baby, drill. Drill, baby, drill.
Well, guess what? Donald Trump is now admitting that he can't do that.
But I want to delve into one of your signature promises on the campaign trail, which was to end inflation, to lower prices. You are now proposing tariffs against the United States' three biggest trading partners. Economists of all stripes say that ultimately consumers pay the price of tariffs.
I don't believe
Can you guarantee American families won't pay more?
I can't guarantee anything. I can't guarantee tomorrow.
No one could have seen that one coming. And then he doubled down on his admission during his Time magazine interview by saying, "I'd like to bring them down. It's hard to bring things down once they're up. You know, it's very hard. But I think they will. I think that energy is going to bring them down." Energy prices? Donald Trump has no idea what the f he's talking about. Now, despite us warning Trump supporters about his lies, they brag that he would single-handedly bring them down.
Everything's about to get cheaper. Fuel prices, food prices. You're gonna see lumber prices drop here pretty soon. What most people don't understand is where inflation actually comes from. A lot of us wanna blame it on big banks. We wanna blame it on greed. The truth of it is inflation comes from big government spending.
You sure about that?
I love how a guy standing in a yard that looks like it lost a fight with the sun is gonna lecture me on how prices are going to drop. Buddy, maybe start with some fertilizer before tackling the economy. Trump supporters like that guy never tell you which of Trump's policies are going to bring prices down. They usually just say tariffs like it's some beautiful word in the dictionary.
The word tariff is the most beautiful word in the dictionary. More beautiful than love, more beautiful than respect. In the dictionary today, and is the word tariff. It's more beautiful than love. It's more beautiful than anything. It's the most beautiful word. It's the most beautiful word in the dictionary. You have other words that are damn nice like love, but I tell you, I think it's more beautiful than love. The word tariff. The word tariff, properly used, is a beautiful word. One of the most beautiful words I've ever heard. It's music to my ears. Let me just say, already tariffs, because to me, I think it's the most beautiful word in the dictionary. More beautiful than love. More beautiful than any word I know, tariff.
Your critics will say, well, your tariffs are gonna crush our country and create inflation. What do you say to people that criticize your economic approach to how you bring prosperity back to the country?
Yeah, well, stupid people say that, Pete. The most beautiful word in the dictionary is tariff.
And now that Trump has been elected, some of his supporters are trying to move the goalposts once again.
Guess who gets to pay for all these tariffs that Donald Trump is raising on Canada, Mexico, and China? It's me and you. There's no debate on that. Obviously, the price and goods of these products being imported from those countries are going to go up. But the real question is it going to affect you? Absolutely not. You're complaining about a 25% increase on avocados from Mexico. It went from $1 to $1.25.
Notice how his example is 25% on something small like an avocado. Now apply that 25% to a $1,000 TV or a $25,000 car or lumber for construction. I swear I have never met a group dumber or worse at math than the armchair doctors, lawyers, or economists that MAGA claims to be.
And you're complaining about the avocado? Chill out. Not to mention, dude, you're gonna be making so much more money because of supply and demand. We're going to secure the border. We're going to deport all these people who are stealing these jobs from me and you, which means the demand and the necessity of finding good employees is going to go up tremendously. Because there's a limited supply, they have to pay you more. They have to pay me more. So thank you, Donald Trump, for the $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 raise. Thank you, Donald Trump, for the cheap gas. But let's complain about the avocado. The avocado went from $1 to $1.25. It's the end of the world. Makes no sense. Just enjoy your next 4 years. You're going to be rich.
How dumb are you? Is there anything in there?
So let me get this straight. Despite MAGA screaming that Trump promised that he could and would bring prices down, and that his tariffs would not cause any issues or price increases, they're now backpedaling to say that of course they knew Trump's tariffs would increase prices? Actually, you know what? To truly grasp the wild mental gymnastics that MAGA supporters perform, here's a clip that accurately depicts what it's like to argue with a Trump supporter about tariffs and prices. Brace yourselves.
Donald Trump just told Time magazine it's too hard to bring the prices of groceries down.
I thought it was his campaign promise he was going to bring the prices
down.
Get
over it! He did say that, but then he said in the interview recently that it's hard to bring the prices down once they're already
He then
up.
said
He can't make any promises, but he still thinks they'll come
But
down.
he made a promise saying...
Were you not listening? There's only so much he can do! Tariffs will ruin supply chains. However, he did say a better supply chain and energy prices should bring them down.
The energy prices are going to bring the groceries down.
Yes, that's what he said! Do you not believe it?
Number one, that doesn't make any sense. And number two, what energy? The energy Canada is threatening to withdraw because of his tariffs?
Stop taking Trump literally and out of context. I still believe Donald Trump will be able to get the groceries
How can
down.
you possibly believe the price of groceries are going to come down, especially with the introduction of his
You're not
tariffs?
listening! If Donald Trump said the prices of groceries will come down, then the prices of groceries will come down! What's not to understand?
What's not to understand? Tariffs are going to raise the price of everything.
What? No, they're not going to do that. After Trump raises tariffs, we're going to buy American products for cheaper. They'll make Mexico pay for the border wall.
I understand your faith and your belief.
You better.
But just saying words and saying things will happen doesn't make them happen. We need actionability behind these words.
Time magazine recognizes his action and ability. He was named Person of the Year. Guess he's not as bad as everybody
Do you
says
even
he
know
is.
why Time magazine chooses people as Person of the Year?
Isn't it based off the merits of their character and good deeds and contributions to society?
No, it's the person that had the greatest impact in general among Americans.
Exactly.
Good or bad.
And Donald Trump only does good, so that's why he was chosen as Person of the Year. No other president has made such an achievement in their life.
It's tradition for presidents to be...
It's too late. Tariffs 2025. I can't wait for the president to gonna save our life.
Do you look anything up before talking?
Don't make more videos on Luigi. Trump's gonna save America.
You could cut through Trump's lies with a knife, or better yet, a shaving razor. Speaking of shaving, I want to thank today's sponsor, Henson Shaving. If you were born after 1970, there's a very good chance that your first razor was a multi-blade razor. These razors have been a status quo for over half a century, but Where has that gotten us? According to a recent study, 2/3 of men expect some irritation when they shave, and over 2 billion plastic razors enter landfills each year in the US alone. This is why Henson Shaving wants to change the shaving industry. Not through gimmicks like subscriptions or moisturizing strips, but through groundbreaking research on the impact shaving has on your skin. Here's a dirty secret about the razor industry. Even the cheapest dollar store disposable razor will likely give you a reasonably smooth shave. The trick is to remove the hair without any negative outcomes to your skin, i.e. irritation, razor burn, ingrown hairs, razor bumps, etc. Henson wants to change the paradigm from getting a smooth shave to getting a skin-friendly shave. Henson makes their razors in their aerospace machine shop in Canada that also made parts for a Mars rover and the International Space Station. Henson's machinists are exceptional at manufacturing, and that level of precision is just one of the big reasons their razor is so much gentler on your skin. They made it so the blade extends only 0.0013 inches past the shave plane of the razor. That's less than the thickness of a human hair. The Henson razor works with standard dual-edge blades that cost less than 10 cents each. Once you own a Henson razor, it's only about $3 to $5 per year to replace the blades. The razor itself is made of aluminum and there was no plastic. There isn't even plastic in Henson's packaging. I've used other razors, cheap plastic, wobbly, low-quality blades that lead to razor burn and ingrown hairs. My first shave with Henson was unlike any other brand. It felt refreshing and also healthy, and the design is sleek and the durability is top-notch. It's time to say no to subscriptions and yes to a razor that'll last you a lifetime. Visit hensonshaving.com/Sanchez to pick the razor for you and use code Sanchez to get a free shave cream with your razor. Just make sure to add it to your cart. That's a free Henson shave cream when you head to hensonshaving.com/Sanchez and use code Sanchez. During Trump's interview with Meet the Press, he became very obsessed with one word: groceries.
But I went on the border and I went on groceries. It's a very simple word, groceries. Like almost, who uses the word? I started using the word, the groceries.
Apparently, Trump believes that he's the human version of Webster's dictionary, constantly inventing words like groceries. Oh, and who could forget the times that he invented caravan, covfefe, and fake? Seriously, check this clip out from 2017.
Really, the word, I think one of the greatest of all terms I've come up with is fake. I guess other people have used it perhaps over the years, but I've never noticed it.
This sounds like a scene from Austin Powers.
My father would womanize, he would drink. He would make outrageous claims like he invented the question mark.
This moron has single-handedly made our country dumber, which makes sense when you remember that Trump loves the poorly educated.
I love the poorly educated.
Takes one to know one, I guess. I told you, it is wild stuff, but Trump also started walking back his comments about pardoning Jan 6 rioters.
You promised to pardon those who attacked the Capitol on January 6th. Are you still vowing to follow through with that promise?
We're looking at it right now, most likely, yeah.
Well,
those people have suffered long and hard, and there may be some exceptions to it. I have to look. But, if somebody was radical, crazy, there might be some people from Antifa there. I don't know, because those people seem to be in good shape. Whatever happened to Scaffold Man?
I'm sorry, what?
You know who Scaffold Man was?
And just for reference, this is what Trump said during the campaign trail.
As everyone knows, it will be my great honor to pardon the peaceful January 6 protesters, or, as I often call them, the hostages. They're hostages. There has never been a group of people treated so harshly or unfairly in our country's history. This abuse will be rectified, and it will be rectified very quickly. We will give them pardons. The moment we win, we will rapidly review the cases of every political prisoner unjustly victimized by the Harris regime, and I will sign their pardons on day one. I will sign it on day one.
Would you pardon
What's
those
going to
people?
happen? Oh, absolutely, I would.
You would pardon those?
If they're innocent, I would pardon them.
They've been convicted.
And by the way, the Supreme Court just
Now, there's two scenarios. Either Trump pardons some of them and MAGA attacks him for it, or he pardons everyone and once again exposes the Republican Party for not actually backing the blue. Whatever he chooses will be a sad day in our nation's history. I mean, other than the fact that we elected a 34-time convicted felon and sexual predator to be our president. But one part of the interviews that said a lot about Trump's policies is when it dawned on him that his deportation plan would be a catastrophic mess.
Let me ask you about another group of people, the estimated 4 million families in America who have mixed immigration status. So I'm talking about parents who might be here illegally, but the kids are here legally. Your borders are
You're talking
Tom
about
Homan.
separation?
Yeah, well, I mean, there are two aspects to this. Your borders are, Tom Homan said, they can be deported together.
Correct.
Is that the plan?
Well, that way you keep those. Well, I don't want to be breaking up families, so the only way you don't break up the family is you keep them together, and you have to send them all back.
Even kids who are here legally?
Well, what you're going to do if they want to stay with the father? Look, we have to have rules and regulations. You can always find something out like, this doesn't work, that doesn't work. I'll tell you what's going to be horrible. When we take a wonderful young woman who's with a criminal, and they show the woman, and she could stay by the law, but they show the woman being taken out, or they want her out, and your cameras are focused on her as she's crying, as she's being taken out of our country, and then the public turns against us.
Watching Trump realize in real time that his own plan would be bad tells you everything you need to know about him. And now, with a Republican-controlled House and Senate, Donald Trump no longer has the ability to blame anyone else when shit hits the fan.
You got me.
Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to follow me at I Am Gabe Sanchez. Also, be sure to subscribe to the audio version of What Was That, perfect for when you're on the go or just relaxing. Catch every episode wherever you listen to podcasts. Until next time, I'm Gabe Sanchez, and this has been What Was That?